On the first stop of my dream-seeking journey in Season 4 of Traveling Across China, we visited Datong. In that episode, I gave a detailed account of the construction period and history of the Yungang Grottos. I also provided an in-depth introduction to each cave. But the biggest regret from that trip to Datong was not being able to experience the charm of Huayan Temple, this 1,000-year-old ancient monastery. This trip to Gannon, however, finally fulfilled that wish. Datong Huayan Temple is one of the largest and best-preserved royal Buddhist temples from the Liao and Jin dynasties still existing in China. It is renowned for its unique Liao and Jin architectural style, its precious Buddhist artworks, and its profound historical and cultural heritage. Most temples we see are oriented north to south, but the Khitan people of the Liao and Jin dynasties had a tradition of sun worship, so this temple is quite special. It faces east with its back to the west. The square in front of the main gate of Datong Huayan Temple is called Huayan Square. Huayan Square is not just an ordinary city square. It is a plaza deeply integrated with the historical and cultural heritage of Huayan Temple, themed around the architectural features of the Liao and Jin dynasties. Its central symbol is the glazed Shiwen, mythical roof ornament atop the Mahavira Hall of Huayan Temple. Through architectural language and spatial design, it successfully draws visitors into the unique historical atmosphere of Huayan Temple. It serves as an indispensable prologue to visiting this 1,000-year-old ancient temple. The Hall of Heavenly Kings at the entrance of Huayan Temple uses the highest-ranking hip and gable roof in traditional Chinese architecture. This type of roof was mostly used for imperial or important ceremonial buildings, reflecting the esteemed status of Huayan Temple. I won't say much about the 4 heavenly kings inside the hall. You definitely know them. The Guangming Hall is an important hall of Datong Huayan Temple, rebuilt in 2008. Its central figure is Vairocana Buddha, also known as Dainichi Nyorai. He is the highest principal deity in the Huayan school. He represents the fundamental wisdom of the Dharma realm. In the traditional iconography of the Huayan school, on either side of Vairocana Buddha are 2 bodhisattvas symbolizing wisdom and the vow to act, Manjushri and Samantabhadra. Together, the 3 are known as the 3 Holy Ones of Huayan. The main highlight of the Guangming Hall is the massive mural on all 4 walls depicting Sudhana's 3 meals at noon. This mural was meticulously painted over several years by a team of teachers and students from the Central Academy of Fine Arts. It is currently one of the largest Buddhist-themed murals in China and holds extremely high artistic value. It vividly interprets the core ideas of the Avatamsaka Sutra. Huayan Temple was originally built during the Liao Dynasty and expanded in the Jin Dynasty. Later, due to wars and other reasons, the temple suffered repeated destruction. The temple was restored during the Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties. After the mid-Ming dynasty, due to the temple's grand scale and the need for management, or as a result of repairs following the damage of certain halls, a new layout was formed. Gradually, 2 relatively independent yet adjacent courtyards took shape, namely the Upper Huayan Temple and the Lower Huayan Temple. The main highlight of the Upper Huayan Temple is this Mahavira Hall, but please don't rush inside just yet. Let's first take a look at the roof of this Mahavira Hall. It still features the highest-ranking hip and gable roof. The two glazed Huayan ornaments on the main ridge are the highlights. The Huayan at the north end is an original piece from the Jin Dynasty, standing 4.5 meters tall, making it the largest glazed Huayan found on ancient Chinese architecture today. The Huayan at the south end is from the Ming Dynasty, and it's slightly smaller, making it easy to distinguish from the outside. Huayan is one of the 9 sons of the dragon, known for its fondness for swallowing fire. Placed at both ends of the main roof ridge, it symbolizes protection against fire and disaster, and also serves as an important marker of the highest level of imperial architecture. On the Buddha altar in the Mahavira Hall, the 5 Dhyani Buddhas are enshrined: Vairocana, Akshobhya, Ratnasambhava, Amitabha, and Amoghasiddhi. There is also a standing Buddha statue in the middle, which is likely a later addition by subsequent generations. On both sides of the altar stand statues of the 20 heavenly protectors. Each figure leans forward at a 15-degree angle, with varied postures and vivid expressions, making them masterpieces of Ming Dynasty painted sculptures. Their forward-leaning bodies enhance the sense of reverence toward the Buddha and also symbolize the moment when the heavenly beings respond instantly to cries for help. At the same time, this also instills a sense of awe in those who come to worship. There's also a simpler reason. In the past, dust would settle on their backs, making it easier to clean. The ceiling of the hall is a flat caisson ceiling, consisting of a total of 973 panels. Each panel features a unique design, most of which were painted during the Qing Dynasty, with intricate and exquisite patterns. Most of the murals in the main hall were restored during the Guangxu period. The lower part of this mural remains unfinished because a cabinet was not moved out of the way. The names of the craftsmen who restored the murals are also clearly recorded here. This brick carving features the sayings of Chan Master Huang Bo, with a total of 126 characters, each written in a different script. Only the 6 characters for heart are exactly the same, symbolizing that while all things move, the heart remains unmoved. While all things change, the heart remains unchanged. In modern terms, it means staying true to one's original aspiration. The most famous structure in Lower Huayan Temple is this Paga Dharma Burial Hall. Built during the Liao Dynasty, it is the oldest surviving building in Huayan Temple. It is also a prime example of Liao Dynasty wooden architecture. Paga is one of the transliterations of the Sanskrit title for the world-honored Buddha. Jiaozhang refers to the storage of Buddhist scriptures. This is a hall for storing Buddhist sutras. Inside the hall, 38 wooden scripture cabinets in the style of multi-storied pavilions are arranged along the walls. The main deities enshrined in the hall are the 3 Buddhas of the past, present, and future. The ancient Buddha of burning lamp, Dipankara Buddha. The present Buddha, Shakyamuni, and the future Buddha, Maitreya. There are a total of 29 Liao Dynasty polychrome clay sculptures on the Buddha altar. Among the bodhisattvas present, there is a bodhisattva named Heizhang Lushi, who is the most renowned among all the sculptures. His posture is graceful, with his weight slightly shifted, his flowing sleeves fluttering, and he stands barefoot upon a lotus pedestal. The most astonishing feature is his hands pressed together in front of his chest. His head tilts gently to the right, his eyes are slightly raised, and the corners of his mouth curve upward. His teeth are faintly visible, revealing a subtle and knowing smile. Such a natural, vivid, and humanized expression is extremely rare in the solemn and dignified atmosphere of a Buddhist hall. It breaks the rigidity of religious statues, brimming with a sense of earthly vitality and youthful energy. It is hailed as the Venus of the East. The Huayan Pagoda of Datong Huayan Temple is a modern reconstruction in the style of an ancient wooden pagoda. Completed and opened to the public in 2011, it is an important part of the Huayan Temple scenic area. It is not an original structure from the Liao Jin or Yuan dynasties. Instead, it was designed and built based on the cosmology of the 7 assemblies in the Avatamsaka Sutra and the architectural style of the Liao and Jin dynasties. Its structure imitates that of the Yingxian wooden pagoda. Although it appears to have 3 stories from the outside, it actually has 5 stories inside. The Thousand Buddha Underground Palace is the only traditionally constructed underground Buddhist hall in the country. Made of brass and gilded with gold, it creates a resplendent and magnificent world of Huazang. The underground palace also enshrines the relics of the eminent monk, Master Huiming. The Buddha niches on all 4 walls house 1,000 bronze Buddhas, symbolizing the 1,000 Buddhas encircling Vairocana. Huayan Temple is a cultural treasure trove that integrates the diverse values of history, religion, architecture, sculpture, and painting. Today, Huayan Temple has become a museum. As you can see, photography and filming are allowed here. As I always say, worshipping Buddha should be taken to a higher level, not just praying for personal peace, health, and wealth, but more importantly, learning and understanding the thoughts and wisdom of Buddhism. Praying for all beings to be free from suffering and find happiness, for the country to prosper and people to live in peace, and for favorable weather, this is the highest realm of worshipping Buddha.